Sunday morning, we are back in the kitchen this week with Chef Dee Levine, and she is making one of my favorite dishes this morning, steak frites.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this one. I've been thinking about this all week. You need to quit telling me what the menu is, because I get too excited.
That's the hard part about telling them what we're going to do ahead of time, because then they're really, really in anticipation for it to happen. So yeah, this is going to be a fantastic meal. So, you know, we're traveling to Paris. So inside of French, you would find this meal at a cafe, at a bistro. It's really simple for them. This is kind of like their simplest meal. I mean, steak for us is a big deal.
Right.
But for them, they're eating it like all the time. So we're starting with the steak. So I will tell you, I had to like fabricate these steaks. So I bought a big roast. It's like 189A, I believe is the culinary term for this. But it makes New York strip steaks. I season them up. So of course we always have our Louisiana twist. So with the steaks, instead of doing just regular salt and pepper, we're gonna add our Louisiana spice to that, kind of kick it up a notch. I'm gonna have you work on the frites, right?
Okay.
That is the French fry part of this.
Okay.
And I will say the difference between American French fries and pommes frites or French fries is this double process. So you cook them first in a lower temperature oil, and then you turn that oil up, and then you put them back in there. So that's exactly what you're getting ready to do. Are you excited?
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's
I
gonna
was
happen
going to
really
ask
quickly.
you, in France, so are they French fries? They just call them fries.
They just call them fries. They're frites.
Yeah, that's
so
frites.
it's just fries.
Frites.
They don't need the French part. They're already in France.
Right. Okay. Last week we did French onion soup.
Yes.
What is that? Just onion soup over there?
It's just gonna be onion soup.
All right, the more you know.
All right, so when you take a look at the fries here, we'll pick one up, right?
Okay.
You see how they're all like little noodly dangly,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
That's because we cook them ahead. It only takes about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then that's it. You're gonna scoop them, drop them in there, and they're gonna start cooking.
Okay, and when you say cook them ahead,
We put them in the same oil,
yeah.
lower temperature, probably like 325 for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
You take them out, let them cool, so when you add them back in, they're gonna be nice and crispy, and it's gonna go
should I
really
put in the
quickly.
basket?
All of them.
Oh, all of them,
Yeah,
okay.
just kind of scoop them on like that, and then drop it in the oil. You got it. It's not that hard.
All right.
And don't be afraid.
All right.
Excellent. Whole basket in, and then dump them.
Oh, dump. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go.
So you can see how quickly they're moving along.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You can keep your basket in there to kind of move them around. We don't want it to be like a potato nest.
Right.
So you want to loosen them up.
Okay.
And you can see they're already starting to turn brown.
Right.
So while that's happening, I'm going to flip our steaks. They've been cooking a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Perfect.
Ooh-wee. This is going to be fantastic. All right, so now that we have two things going, we're gonna work on our star of the show. This is the Café de Paris butter, right? So it's really a compound butter.
All right.
And for them, they use obviously regular butter. We have some dry spices. We got a lot of herbs. So tarragon, parsley, fresh thyme. I have some chives and of course some garlic. And again, we're gonna add that Louisiana spice. So you just wanna make sure you're using a really soft or room temperature butter, just something that you can spread. You don't want it to be too melty because we gotta roll it up.
Okay.
So we're gonna start just kind of mashing it a little bit, getting it a little bit soft. I'm gonna start adding some stuff in there. So.
And you're using your own Louisiana spice, I see. I was gonna ask you, is this Tony's? What are we working with? But this is yours.
So, yeah, I make my own. I feel like most chefs make their own because you get to kind of customize it, right? You get to add what you want. But yeah, I could teach you how to make your own. We teach people how to do spices all the time at the cooking school.
Fries are looking good.
See, it happens very quickly.
It does.
All right, so I'm gonna start mashing all of these spices into the butter.
Okay. And how do you like your steaks? As a chef, I'm just curious.
So my favorite temperature on a steak is medium.
Me too. Yeah.
So we're gonna turn them off then, since we both like medium, because they're done.
Yeah, well done. I'm like, I like it a little pink. Give me a little.
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pull them, and the best thing about the steak is you have to let it rest
Okay.
That's the hard part. That's the part people don't want to wait for. They want to get them and then they want to eat them now. But if you let it rest, it allows the juices to kind of pull back inside of the steak to make it a little bit more juicy.
Okay.
All right, so you keep mixing that butter. Let me add a little bit of my Louisiana spice.
Okay.
We're gonna add a little bit of salt.
All right.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of Creole mustard. So that's the other Louisiana addition.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
love it.
Just gotta make sure we're still representing the home state.
Okay, you tell me what to do with these fries when you're ready.
Turn them. They look really good.
look-
Yeah, they're getting so close to done.
Okay.
All right, so once you get this all mixed up, you're going to put it in parchment, spread it out, and then we're gonna roll it up so it kind of makes this little lollipop.
Okay.
So the tighter you put the ends, the tighter it's gonna compress it. So this is what makes our compound butter. So for this, we're just gonna cut right through the paper.
Okay.
Naturally, you can unroll it if you want, but I'm like, why not?
That's satisfying.
Is it?
Yeah, those clean cuts.
I'm sure people are like, oh my gosh, she's using that knife right on. But guess what? We can cut on this. All right, so then you would unroll your butter, and then of
Perfect.
course it sits on top.
Okay.
It melts in with
Into
the steak.
the steak,
That's
right.
correct. As it starts to really kind of get all the juices in there, that butter will start to melt. All
Okay.
right, so now we're gonna do a quick plating. So you're
Okay.
gonna take your fries, you're gonna drop them into that bowl.
Okay. Ooh, you really got me doing stuff today.
She's moving today. They gotta work for this food.
I know. Let's see.
Perfect.
It's gonna be worth it. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. I just don't want to get the oil on me.
So you can just, you won't get it on you. They got so many holes in that basket. Perfect.
All right,
All
there
right,
we go.
so you do want to leave a little bit of oil on them because
Okay.
that's going to help the salt to stick. So we're going to put a little bit of salt. And then we're going to put a little bit of the Louisiana spice.
Okay.
And then we're going to shake them around. I do think you should try this at home too. Go ahead, get your bowl, shake it around, make sure everything goes and stays in there. All right, and now we're gonna add them to our plate.
Okay.
Can they hear like how crispy these are? Hopefully,
They
I
can,
hope
yeah.
so, right? All right, and then we're going to take our steak. So let's do just a few cuts.
Let's see.
Look in there.
Ooh, that's perfectly pink.
Listen.
That's perfect medium steak. Yeah.
I feel bad that they can't try this. We're working on smell-o-vision. I don't know what's taking so long. We're already in 2026.
Right.
Like, stop making them bigger. Just make them do more.
Right.
All right, so we cut this steak up, and we already have some butter melted on there, so I want you to go ahead and take a piece.
You want me to try it?
Yeah, I do.
Let's see.
I'm gonna flip this up because I want them to see how beautifully done that is.
Oh, you outdid yourself with that one.
Ah, excellent, excellent. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take a small bite, as small can get.
Yeah, that's good. It's juicy. The butter adds the flavor. You already had it seasoned, the meat. It's like a trifecta.
I can taste every bit of the compound butter. Every bit. I can taste the tarragon. I can taste the thyme. This is wonderful. I know y'all gonna love this.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to make it.
You don't need steak sauce or ketchup. You eat this as is.
This is it. This is how it would naturally be done. Let's pop our steak on the plate.
Oh my gosh.
And that's it. That's exactly what you would get. They would bring it out to you. Of course, it would be sizzling, smelling fantastic, and of course, tasting delicious.
I don't know, Chef D. I'll have to let you know. I'll have some steak frites while I'm in Paris, and I'll report back. I think yours
We're gonna
could
have steak
rival it.
frites together while we're in Paris.
We are. We're still speaking it into existence.
Yes, yes.
Every week we're going to say we'll be in Paris for the Saints game in
got it.
October. And you got to cheer on your Musketeers as well.
That's right. I'm excited. The Musketeers are going to play. They have an off week, so they got a bye week this week. They're going to play next week against the Munich Ravens. So I'm hoping we can kick some butt.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, if you want to kick some butt in the kitchen, we do have Chef D's recipes for you on our website, wwltv.com. That's where you can find not only the steak frites recipe, we got French onion soup. And what did we do week 1?
Week 1,
we did something French.
I know. That's a shame. I'm so...
Oh, the sandwich.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did the croque monsieur sandwich. That was delicious because we did that one with the andouille sausage.
All right. Well, stay tuned because we're going to keep those French recipes coming on our passport to Paris.